everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day. Today's video is a full face using one brand only, and the brand that I'll be using today is a whole bunch of Bobbi Brown products. So I've been using Bobbi Brown for a really long time. I just noticed that I haven't been using much Bobbi Brown products in my previous videos, so I thought I would dedicate an entire video to Bobbi Brown. And I also love that it is a brand that incorporates skincare as well as makeup all under one roof. When I think Bobbi Brown, I think luxury, I think quality, I think absolute beauty just overall. So this is the makeup look that I created today. It is a very natural, easy to achieve daytime makeup look. And everything that I use is all Bobbi Brown products. I also use the brand new foundation in this video, and it is the Skin Longwear Weightless foundation. I have this foundation on at the moment and I absolutely love it. It's most probably going to be my new favorite foundation. That's a big statement, but I swear to you, it is amazing. So I'm going to use a whole bunch of the products in this video. I will leave each and every product down in the description box. I'll also do a separate post on my Instagram and then do a link where you guys can shop the products. But basically, this look today is something very natural, and it's something that I would wear every single day. It'll take me from day to night. So enough chit chat, let's get into the video. So the first Bobbi Brown product I'm going to use is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I have used this before in the past and it's absolutely amazing. It blows my mind every time I use it. The first time I used it, actually a friend of mine had it and I was doing my makeup at her place, and then I used some of that on my face before I did my makeup, and the smell of it and just the feel of it was so absolutely amazing that it actually blew my mind. So I haven't used it since I've gotten it. I'm being a little dramatic here, but I thought that I would use it for the first time on camera again, so that you guys can see how it just changes my mood. Like, it just changes my mood, it just makes my skin look amazing, and let's get into it. Right, so let's just get some of this bad boy on my face. It smells, oh, smells absolutely amazing. It's very citrusy, but just so clean. It's such a fresh smell. Oh my gosh. And it just feels so good. Wow. Right, I'm going to apply some of the Hydrating Eye Cream underneath my eyes today as well. My skin has been on the drier side of life, and this is an Enriched Mineral Water and Aloe Vera Cream. I'm just going to apply that with my ring finger. I was always taught to use your ring finger in terms of applying any sort of eye cream because your eye area is so sensitive. Now I'm definitely ready for makeup. So moving on to foundation, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown's newest foundation. This is the Skin Longwear Weightless foundation. It's got SPF 15 in it. It is full coverage and it's oil free. It is a long wear foundation, so this is a foundation that will take you from morning to night. It'll stay on all day. It will suffer through the weather with any conditions. It is a breathable foundation as well, and when it comes to breathable foundations, I just appreciate that so much. When a brand puts so much thought into a product, I'm just all for it. So I'm excited to use this foundation today, and I got the shade Warm Natural, which is 4.5. I did however go to the beach not too long ago, so I got a hectic tan, and I'm just praying that this is still my foundation shade. So they do come in a range of shades. I think there are about 30 different skin tone shades that they have in store, which is incredible because I mean, in South Africa everyone is so different, everyone's skin tone is different, which means we can all benefit from it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so let's get started. It's not a very thick consistency, but it's not runny at all, so it just looks like it'll probably sit very well on the skin. It smells very nice. And what I love about this foundation is that it's full coverage, but it's also a breathable foundation. So you kind of get the best of both worlds here. So this is the foundation. I actually really love how it looks. It's super matte on the skin. I thought that because the consistency wasn't runny and just a little bit more moussey like, that it would kind of feel a lot thicker or look thicker on my skin, but it doesn't at all. It actually looks very, very nice. I love how it feels on my skin. It's very light. So I'm going to move on and I'm going to conceal a little bit under my eyes. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Instant Full Cover Concealer by Bobbi Brown. And it's in the shade Warm Natural as well. And I'm just going to conceal under my eyes and then also kind of highlight the center of my skin. I honestly forgot how amazing this concealer is. It's definitely going to work its way back into my everyday routine. Thank goodness I've got it back in my kit so I can use it whenever I want to. Alright, so I'm just going to set under my eyes using the Retouching Loose Powder in the shade Peach by Bobbi Brown as well. Usually a full matte face for me is too much, but for me this just feels so comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's something that's going to annoy me during the day. Even though my skin is super matte right now, that powder went on like velvet. That set my foundation, it set my concealer, and I'm very happy with how it looks. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up my skin now. I'm going to use the bronzing powder in the shade Golden Light, and it's just a beautiful warm bronzy shade. So I'm going to use this to bronze up my skin and then also add a little bit of contour to my face. Ooh, that's very pigmented. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Oh. Guys, this bronzer is my life right now. Okay, let's go ahead and contour the nose. I'm just going to go in with that same bronzer and just add a little bit of contour to the sides of my nose. So far, I'm so happy with this look. I feel like the bronzer just tied everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and add some highlighter to my skin. The highlighter that I wanted to purchase from Bobbi Brown that didn't have in stock. So I'm just waiting for that to get in store again. So I'm just going to go ahead and use another highlighter and we can continue with the look. Okay guys, so I'm going to move on to doing my eyeshadow. The very first shade I'm going to use is actually the bronzer. It's a very warm bronzy shade and I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to use some of that as the transition shade on my eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that in my crease and then just on the outer corner as well. And you can already see how pigmented that bronzer looks on my lid. It honestly looks so good already. When I'm in a rush in the morning, using bronzer as an eyeshadow is probably the best thing ever because it just just works, you know. Okay, so I got two Bobbi Brown eyeshadows that I want to use today, and it is the eyeshadow in the shade Taupe and the shadow in Banana. Purchasing individual shadows like this is probably the smarter option for me in terms of spending my money, because if I buy a palette, I'm probably only gonna like a few colors in the palette and forced to use the others because I've spent so much money on it. So individual shadows for me is probably always the best way to go, because I can pick out what I like and what works for me. So I've used the bronzer on my lid as a transition shade, so I'm just going to go in with the shade Taupe, which is a very nice neutral brown shade like that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that into the crease just to deepen the crease a little bit more, and then I'm going to add Banana onto the lid. So I'm just going to use that in my crease just to deepen the crease a little bit more. These shadows are so pigmented. Wow. Oh, I really like this shade. Sure. Shook, guys. Shook. Let me go ahead and blend that out just a little bit. Bobbi is looking at me, I'm looking at Bobbi. You guys, the shadow is so pigmented, it goes on like butter. It blends out so easily, it's just... Bobbi, don't play with me, Bobbi. Don't play with me. That shadow is incredible. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Banana, and I'm just going to use that on my lid just to brighten up everything a little bit more. I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Taupe and just add some of that to my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a winged liner to this look, and I'm going to use Bobbi Brown's ink liner in the shade Blackest Black. So I just added a nice thick bold winged liner to this look, and I think it just adds a little bit of drama to a nice natural everyday look. Okay, to complete the eyes, I'm going in with Bobbi Brown's Smoky Eye Mascara. I'm no stranger to this mascara. I've used it many times before. So I'm just going to pop some of that on my lower lash line. I do have lash extensions in, so I won't be able to pop any mascara on them. So I'm just going to leave them as is, because I think that my winged liner has already added some drama to the eyes. So I'm going to add some of this to my lower lash line, and then we can start completing this look. The mascara just adds a little bit of smoke to that lower lash line, and it just added a little bit of an extra sultry effect to the eyes. So that's basically it for eyes. I think I'm just going to move on to lips, and then this look is basically done. So it's time to tie this look together. I'm going in with the Luxe Lip Color by Bobbi Brown in the shade Bahama Brown. Oh, that feels so soft and so moisturizing. Oh, wow. So I'm just going to add some of my Fix Plus to this look just to finish everything off. You guys, that is it for this makeup look. I loved each and every one of the products that I used today, but I think my favorite overall was the foundation. I just love how it feels on my skin. It still feels so comfortable even with all the accessory makeup that I've added on, and I feel like this will probably take me through to the evening. It's just so lightweight, and I'm glad that it has SPF 15 in it as well, and the color isn't that bad. I thought that it would be a little bit too light for me, but the bronzer just tied everything together, and I'm so happy with this look. Like I said, there are 30 different shades in this foundation, so you can pick them up and you will most probably find your shades, so I would highly recommend you to try this foundation out. But yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.